Once upon a time, in a land where the sun rose and set with clockwork precision, there lived a quirky little village called Snoozeville. Inhabited by a diverse group of residents, it was known far and wide for its unique culture of embracing and celebrating sleep. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the village would come alive with warm lamplight and soft whispers. Nighttime was the prime time for learning, sharing stories, and seeking guidance on sleep-related matters. On one particular evening, as the villagers gathered around a crackling fire, a wise and gentle elder named Dr. Matty W. began to share a tale about sleep apnea. "Dear friends," Dr. Matty W. began, "sleep apnea is a condition that affects many slumbering souls. It comes in different types, each with distinct symptoms, but they all have one thing in common. They can disrupt our sleep and affect our well-being. Let me tell you the story of 3 wise sleepers, each of whom faced their own form of sleep apnea and found ways to manage it." The villagers leaned in, eager to hear more, their eyelids growing heavy with relaxation. First, there was Ollie Obstructive, a kind and gentle soul, but one who snored loudly each night. Ollie had obstructive sleep apnea, which occurs when the muscles in the throat relax too much, causing the airway to narrow or become blocked during sleep. This leads to moments where breathing stops and the sleeper awakens, gasping for air. One day, Ollie visited the sleep sage, who suggested a few lifestyle changes, such as losing weight, avoiding alcohol before bedtime, and sleeping on his side. In time, Ollie's snores grew softer, and he found himself waking up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. The fire crackled softly, casting a warm glow on the faces of the villagers as they listened, their hearts beating in unison with the tale. Next, there was Cecilia Central, who experienced unusual sleep disruptions. In her case, the signals from her brain to her breathing muscles were not functioning properly. This caused her to stop breathing for brief periods during the night, a condition known as central sleep apnea. Cecilia sought the advice of the sleep sage, who prescribed her a special device called an adaptive servo ventilation (ASV) system. With this device, she was able to regulate her breathing and enjoy peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. As Dr. Matty W. spoke, the villagers felt their minds growing clearer and their bodies more relaxed, understanding the importance of proper sleep. Lastly, we have the story of Mina Mixed, who faced a combination of obstructive and central sleep apnea, known as complex sleep apnea syndrome. The sleep sage, in his infinite wisdom, recommended a continuous positive airway pressure (CPAP) machine to help her breathe easier throughout the night. With the aid of the CPAP machine, Mina found solace in her slumber as her breathing became regular and her sleep more restful. Dr. Matty W. paused, looking around the circle of sleepy faces before continuing. "My dear friends, the stories of Ollie, Cecilia, and Mina remind us that sleep apnea, in all its forms, can be managed with the right approach and guidance. Let us take their experiences to heart and embrace the knowledge that a good night's sleep is essential for our well-being." As the fire dimmed and the stars shone brightly overhead, the villagers of Snoozeville found themselves drifting off into a deep and restorative sleep, knowing that the wisdom of Dr. Matty W. would guide them in their journey to overcome any sleep challenges they might face. The following morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon and the first light kissed the rooftops of Snoozeville, the villagers awoke feeling rested, refreshed, and ready to face a new day. They carried the lessons of Dr. Matty W.'s tale in their hearts, knowing that no matter what type of sleep apnea they or their loved ones might encounter, there was hope and help available. Inspired by the stories of Ollie, Cecilia, and Mina, the villagers became more vigilant about their sleep habits and mindful of their neighbors' nighttime struggles. They formed a support group called the Sleep Apnea Amigos to share advice, resources, and encouragement, ensuring that everyone in Snoozeville had the chance to enjoy the rejuvenating benefits of a good night's sleep. In time, the village became a shining example of a community that valued sleep and understood its importance for overall health and well-being. Visitors from far and wide would come to learn from the villagers and their shared wisdom, and they would return to their own homes with the knowledge and tools to improve their own sleep. And so, The legacy of Dr. Matty W.'s tale lived on in the hearts and minds of those who heard it, proving that understanding sleep apnea and taking steps to manage it can lead to better rest and a happier, healthier life. The end.